So one of the best free and paid for forums that articles can be posted to. Best free, I would say LinkedIn Pulse is a great one. Any of the
Medium.com is good. If here's the thing, man, if you passed the bar and got into law school and have tried some big cases or whatever, you have some notoriety in your space. Leverage that notoriety, and become a contributor on, some of the legal sites, become a contributor on, I know, Alex, you're part of the Forbes Council, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's not a free one, but it gives you kind of the bragging rights to then use that to kind of, right? So like it just takes effort like everything else.
Look, I'm gonna ask one back at you, Jason, because there's no shortage of places to go. Your feeling, because some of the better ones, historically better ones, or in the medium term, went no follow. What's your feeling of getting stuff posted to more authoritative places with no follow versus places that might be less with follow?
I pay absolutely no attention to follow versus no follow. That's just my personal philosophy.
You want the Wikipedia link?
Here's the thing. I'm not going to pay somebody $500 for a guest blog post on a no follow link. Don't get me wrong.
But that's the point, because the really great places that charge not 500 but 3,000.
Yeah. Well. Exactly. So like, even if it's a Forbes agency council that's a no follow, there's trust signals, in my opinion,
agreed.
That gets sent over.
And it's part of that mosaic. In that, look, if Google had its way, they would eliminate backlinks, because it's the one thing that we can manipulate, right? Alex you can't really fake, domestic written content.
That's right.
Right. The days of way back when, with the overseas content gone, that's been gone for years. So, to me, if you are looking at it, and they still work, right? Links work, anchor text work, all these things are still in there, but you got to think that everything that Google is doing is trying to find some alternative to links. And if the idea that, just like what I mentioned before, that how guest blogs were all the rage and then they got shot down. It's like, while, some of these big business publications that you could post these pages to, like the question was, post your articles to, that the idea that they were getting spammed, now that they put the no follow, it reduces the spam. So the question is Google like saying, hey, let's make sure that these mega authoritative places, they put the no follow to make sure they're not spam, but they're still trust signals.
They absolutely are.
That algorithm.
100%. Yeah. And and it's one of the things, like, if you ever reverse engineer the link strategies of the Morgans of the world, right? We spend a lot of time looking at, in fact, I think he got hacked, or somebody did some malicious negative SEO on his website recently. So he went from 2,000 referring domains to 10,000 referring domains in the matter of days. Something happened, right? Which is a whole nother topic that we talk about, because you should be monitoring it for that stuff too. And so his link profile is strong enough that it probably isn't going to impact him too much unless it gets really egregious. But when you look at his profile, there is, at the top, you look at his links, it's Wall Street Journal, New York Times, USA Today, all of that stuff. And a lot of those are no follow, right? But that's okay.
Right. But it's